So, this is the first in a series, just kind of riffing on some guiding principles that I've come up with for the work that I'm doing, and that I think can be applicable for anyone doing similar things. Probably ideas that plenty of other people have had, but we can sort of put some of these pieces together, I think. So that's sort of what this series is. And I'll make this like a little encapsulation of it. Anyway, the first thing of this is the principle that I'll just call the torch principle, which is that we are all lighting and receiving and carrying forward and passing on torches. And the more torches we light, the more that we inspire or show other people how to, or give people the room to light a torch, light theirs directly, or somehow empower them to, the further our work goes, because any one of us can die any day, and our work, that is, what we are personally doing, ends in that moment for this life, right? But our work doesn't have to, because we all get to inspire one another and share, right? So I'm going to be putting all the ideas out there of what I'm doing, all the guiding principles, and I'd like to encourage more people to do the same. And this extends to the idea of what I'm actually building, which is basically networks for communication and collaboration and learning, things like that. But to the point would just be, as far as what I'm building, I would encourage other people to take up their own project, whether if you maybe appreciate the ideas, for instance, that I'm putting out there, or the general gist of what I'm working on, but you see a major issue with it, and feel like you need to do your own thing for that reason, or you need to lead yourself, or you're working with some kind of community that just wouldn't make sense for me to work with, or you don't feel like I'd understand their needs, or whatever. It could be because maybe you don't feel like we would click for whatever reason. I rub you the wrong way, or you just don't feel like we would have the right kind of spark together, working together. Whatever reason it is, it's like, take any number of pieces of my idea, or even just literally lift the whole thing I'm doing and make it your own. It doesn't matter, because what we're doing now is about things that are so much bigger than us, right? It's about empowering the collective, which doesn't just mean, it doesn't just mean like our social circle. It can mean that. It definitely means that. It means our families, our friends, our cohorts, peer groups, our community, in the sense of our village, township, borough, our city, our county, our state, province, prefecture, the region, or the whole world, and all the individuals within that, of course. So recognizing and remembering to honor yourself within that collective and everyone else, and then extending that to the whole natural community that is much more massive and expansive than us and is integral to our survival. be that the mitochondria in our bodies, or, the many other microorganisms in us and around us and on our skin and in our air, and the animals all over the world, the fungi and other bacteria, plankton, everything that has to be in symbiosis for the health of one another, right? For that, we recognize that our work, whatever we put in, will amount to so much more. It can go so much further if we let it be held by the collective. And so I pour myself into work that primarily can be used beyond what I do with my own hands, or I get to see and touch and feel in my own life, right? I want it to go further than that. If I was to die tomorrow, maybe someone will somehow see this video, even if I don't get to really share it very far. It might inspire someone, and you get to say, hey, I have had similar ideas in mind, but seeing someone else put it into words really gives me the drive to apply it to what I'm doing. And people have definitely done that for me. I can't even exactly count or pinpoint at this point all the many places I've received inspiration, and therefore it's all the more reason that I can only continue to pay it forward. It's the inspiration, the empowerment, the ideas, passing on torches, right? So I've got my torch right now that I'm holding, and you can see the flame of it in many ways, my videos, my words, my music, and my visual art that you'll see more of, what I do in communities, and much more just like how it lights up the world, because that's what we all want to do, Anyway, thanks for being with me on this one. I will make these more short and sweet and to the point for future listeners, but if you've been here now, you're awesome for it, and I hope you dig it. Thank you.